Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Rocqi from the It's a Real podcast and Rocqi's Reactions. Make sure you check out the full playlist for Rocqi's Reactions as I react to different YouTubers' content, as well as some of our hate comments. And then don't forget to check out our podcast episodes. Woo, tongue twister. Our podcast episodes, we have plenty of clips and we're continuing to grow our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and help us get monetized. All right, so today's video that I'm reacting to, and I will put the link in the description box below. If you would like to watch this video while I'm reacting to it, then subscribe so we can hire a video editor. But anyways, I'll put the link in the description box below. This is Sara, Lena, and the title of the video is Why You Do Need a Man. So this will be interesting. Let's listen, shall we?
Peace, family. So in this video, I want to talk about single mothers that say they don't need men. I'm not going to take anything away from you if you are a single mother, because I know what it's like to do everything on your own. I know what it's like to work 2 jobs and be going to school and then have to come home and not only do your own homework, but then help your children with their homework. And then you still have to cook, and you still have to clean and do dishes and do laundry. You're the one that's doing all of the grocery shopping on your own. You're doing all the school supply.
Okay, I'm not a single mother. However, doing this shit at all is exhausting. It's like you have your responsibilities, which can be divvied up in a variety of areas. And then you have like what actually takes care of myself. So, you know, if you're the only one doing it all, you may be surviving, but you damn sure not thriving, because you don't have the capacity, you don't have the energy to do it all and be replenished, and like you're exhausted. You know, and sure, a lot of single mothers are doing it, but again, surviving is different than thriving. And you may consider thriving as you have your degrees, your businesses and whatnot, your children are alive, all that other stuff. But I'm talking about happiness with my thriving. And my happiness means there's somebody to help with the cleaning, because that is not, I'm stronger than my fiance, but it's not my strength, okay? And then, yes, working and school is exhausting. When I was in grad school, I was taking classes. I also had an internship. And then I also was working a side job. That was multiple 10 to 12 hour days. I was fucking exhausted, let alone having somebody else dependent on me. So yeah, cut the fake shit. Be real with it. It's tiring, okay?
Shopping on your own. You're doing all the clothes shopping on your own. I know what it's like to have to do your daughter's hair when you're ready to go to sleep, or messing up your son's hairline if you're anything like me because you're trying to cut his hair. I know what it's like to do it all on your own. So I'm not taking anything away from you. I completely understand why a lot of single mothers say they don't need men. However, when you have children, it is not about you. It is about your child. It's about your children. It's about what they need. And they do need a man. A man's presence is essential in every child's life. And so I wrote down some statistics that I want to share with you to help you better understand why a man's presence is so important in a child.
And I do want to shout out one of our podcast episodes on the It's a Real podcast. What is the black man's role in the family, and the black man's role part 2. Because children who've been raised in single mother households, as well as single mothers, may not know what the value of a man in the family dynamic is. And it's sad that because of the absence, we don't even know the benefit. And it's not just financial providers. So check out that episode where we really dive into that role and the benefits of it. Okay.
Life. And these are all statistics about fatherless homes. Okay. 90% of all homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes. 70% of high school dropouts are from fatherless homes.
Damn.
71% of pregnant teenagers are from fatherless homes.
You don't have an example.
63% of youth suicides are from fatherless homes.
Oh,
70% of homosexual men are from fatherless homes.
All right, now I'm questioning the statistics.
85% of youth in prison are from fatherless homes. 80% of rapists come from fatherless homes. Now I want to pause right here, because this one really hits home with me, and I know that it resonates with a lot of other people too, especially with this Me Too campaign going on. A lot of women,
I will say, it benefits, no matter the gender, to have that positive male role model in, because our parents are our first examples of that gender out in the world. So if we don't have any example, and then if we have a negative example, that really impacts how we interact, how we deem what's normal, what's comfortable, how we move forward in interacting with that gender. So I don't know about all these statistics. I don't know where she's getting them from. The whole homosexual men, I definitely side eye too. But having that example is helpful, especially for girls to know what to look for in male partners, and especially for boys. Like, and that's the thing, you know, there's the controversy around single mothers raising boys to men and the fact that they can't do it. And it's like, you can't. You can raise a functioning adult. You can raise a decent human being, but because you are not in the culture of manhood, you can't teach a boy how to be a man because you're not in that culture. Just like women have a culture. So, and I think that's really what people aren't looking at is culture. Like, there's a culture to the way we speak, the way we interact with each other. There is a culture there, which is learned behavior. And because I wanted to learn more about that. That's why I took my social and cultural anthropology class. And it's fascinating for real. But I don't think a lot of people look into that. Oh, and make sure you check out my personal YouTube, Life is Rocqi, with my Becoming a Feminine Woman series. That link is in the description box below. And that's where I kind of explore some of the cultural elements of womanhood.
Women that say they don't need men will say in the next sentence how horrible rape is. But by excluding men from the family and thinking that you can do it all on your own, that's not going to prevent rape. It's only going to make it worse. And not only are you more likely to rape if you come from a fatherless home, but you're more likely to be raped.
So she is using this R word all up and through, and YouTube don't like that. So this will probably be demonetized, but subscribe so we get over this little video, because we ain't even done with the full episode. Let me just skip past it. She had already said it several times, so it's already on my video. Let's get through it. All right. I don't know if it's getting better.
Percent of all adolescent patients in chemical abuse centers come from fatherless homes, and 85% of children with a behavioral disorder come from fatherless homes. Now, I don't agree with that last one. I don't agree with throwing labels and disorders on children. But I will say that 85% of children that come from fatherless homes need attention, love, affection, and emotional support. And oftentimes when mothers are faced with having to choose to play the role of both the mother and the father, they choose to dominantly operate as the father, as the protector, provider, the disciplinary, often not the protector as much, but the provider and the disciplinary. And we forget that we are designed as women to be emotional.
Okay, this is where I'm just gonna stop, because I disagree with some of that shit. I think there is roles of parents that can be decided or determined outside of one's gender. Just depends on what the natural capacity of each person is, what the child needs, that kind of thing. However, it is a lot for anybody to be all one thing. And I think that is the end all be all. Like, single mothers who say, I don't need a man because I can do it all. Like, again, surviving versus thriving. You may be doing something, but how is that impacting the child? Are they actually getting all of their needs met? Because you taking all of the responsibilities isn't very possible just because you're only one person. Like, if we can't meet 100% of our romantic partner's needs, why do we think we can meet 100% of a child's needs? It takes a village, people. It takes a village. What's up with this individualism? But yeah, I'm gonna chill on this video of hers because I don't agree with all of it. Which is interesting because this is like one of her earlier videos. So I have a couple more. We'll see how we do. But I'm about to record a whole bunch of Rocqi's reactions today because Oso is studying for his clinical exam for licensure. So pray for him. and then watch the rest of these videos. I'm gonna try to get them out. We've been posting one video every day, and our subscribers have been going up because of it. So trying to keep it in motion. Yeah, so like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. Peace and love.